So I had somebody was like, why you always over exaggerate and say that they want good black men to sleep with women with AIDS and HIV? Because it seems like these type of dudes like this end up having first dibs on all the so-called black women. And mind you, these are the so-called good black women, right? Who change and whatever, right? But I'm gonna give you a list on what it means to take a pro-black deal and what it means to be pro-black. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can see all of the videos of Courtney Michelle and what she says. You can see the things that they, saying in the comment sections. I saw one dude. I saw somebody in the comment section of Jada Black's live because I do my surfing whatever, and this pro-black, fake pro-black or fake red pill because he don't know what he want to be. He's in the comment section talking about the same people that he was just going against. He was in the comment section of Jada Black, pretending like he was red pill, and he don't trust none of these women. Then you see him in the comment section talking about somebody's a coon, or they don't know how to read, or this and this and that. Pearly things is this and Pearly things is that. And I'm like, this is the kind of bullshit that I'm talking about. And people are like, well, why don't you show it? Okay, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna try to let me I'm gonna show you what pro black really means out here, right? And this is also showing you the treacherous nature of some of these double agent motherfuckers. So this is what I'm talking about. There's always some story coming out where a guy was able to sleep with a whole bunch of women for years and years and years, just like DJ Kid. And they mixed up into the population of black dating. And we're supposed to take them on. Or date them. Or get AIDS. Like your boy Super Sly said, we should get AIDS because it's meds for it. Men without AIDS supposed to get with women with AIDS because so we can be with AIDS together. Right? That's what y'all want, right? So to be pro-black, my bad, sorry. To be pro-black, number one, black women can do whatever they want. So they have a free reign of doing whatever they want. You can't tell them what to do, what to say. Who gonna check me, boo? Melanie King from Melanie King's mouth. Well, let's see. Let's get that real quick. Ugh. And you see Melanie King trying to come back after her exile. So let's Asian guy.
Angry Inch funeral. You don't know what I've been through emotionally. You don't know what I've been doing with the family. You don't know a goddamn thing, but you want to speak as though you have any information, and you sound as ignorant as that blue pill motherfucker, as you wanted to call him. So who gonna check me, boo? It ain't none of your goddamn.
There we go. Who gonna check me, boo? Now, mind you, everybody's seen this, but somehow these simp ass piece of shit guys are they they still think she's the queen or whatever. You know. So they can act whatever they want. No one can tell them what to do. No one can check them. So there's no leadership but black women. So black women are the leaders. So whatever black women say based off emotions, they get to order you to do whatever they want you to do, and they can send you to die on their orders. So basically they can do whatever you have to do whatever they say based off their emotions. This is why, you know, this Courtney Michelle stuff is happening and all this other stuff. But hey, yeah, this is the results. They can have sex with ex-boyfriends and baby dads, and you don't say anything. So, mind you, in the black community with black people, there's many instances where a woman will say she's saying goodbye to her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, who going to prison, and she probably having sex with him the final time. A lot of these women still have connections to quote unquote the good dick. They still communicate with these guys while they're in a relationship with good men. So you're gonna do all the hard work while the boyfriend get to sleep with her without doing anything. She got a productive man to take care of her bills and take care of the kids, and she has good dick on the side, and she's living a dream life. While you are unhappy and you're a worker. That's pro-black community right there. Good men have to be stepdads. So pretty much they want to restore the stepdad factory that been shut down for a long time. I tried to tell somebody in my conversation about how out of control these kids is and how under control my generation was when I was growing up, because there was a lot of stepdads who was taking care of these kids. A lot of these women found good men to take care of these kids. We wasn't as crazy as it is now. I look on the news and I see shootings of 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds every single day. Carjackings from kids beating up on old people, killing them in the middle of the street, them robbing and beating up random people on the weekends. And I said to this, I forgot who it was. Oh, they don't think it's because the stepdad ran out. No, it is. Men are not taking care of these people, and they're angry. These kids are angry as shit that they don't have a good person at home. They don't have a man to stand on at home, so they have to take it out on the whole society. But to be pro-black, good men have to be stepdads. That's your assigned role. It don't matter if you having sex with the woman or not. Man, you come in as a good man and you take care of all these kids. Good men should be assigned to women they don't want or want to be around. So within the black community, they practice communism, but sexual communism. So they will sit back and tell you that you need to be with an ugly black woman, fat woman, because y'all both make money together, right? Even if you're not wanting to have sex with her, they will force you to have sex with her to have kids, and you're gonna throw up every single night because you have to sleep in a bed with an ugly woman. But hey, somehow, some way, it's the black family, right? It's the black family image. As long as you smile in front of the camera, it's okay, because they can put it the black family. Oh, I've been together with this woman for 16 years, and you can brag about that. But nobody asks these people the day to day. Nobody asks them, the men, are they happy? How many times of sex you get? Are you sexually attracted to your so-called wife? I see a lot of men who are with these ugly, overweight women, and they get jealous. I seen it before. They get jealous of guys in SYSBM or Passport. They get jealous because they looking at their wife, and then they looking at the other guy's wife, and they say they wish some of them look like they like. I wish that was my wife, because my wife can't get better looking than this. No matter how much makeup she put on, no matter how much name brand she put on, she's still fat and ugly. I remember it was a dude in this space called G Lottery. He regretted getting married because his wife kept, he said how expensive it was for upkeep. He said he got a new car. He just moved into a new house, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to talk about the way his wife looked. I don't disrespect people like that. But his wife wasn't winning those supermodels awards. He made 2 live streams about how he regret being married. Basically to her. And I'm going off his words, but he took them down. Mind you, the most unattractive women are the most, how can I put it? They the one the most to try to compromise or not compensate for what they look like by dressing up in name brand tools so they can compete with the better looking women. Let's see. Number 6, black men have to die for any black woman calls. So this is a thing that you have to learn to be pro-black, is that anything a black woman says or does or say you're supposed to do, you're going to have to die. It always results in you getting killed. Somebody got smart. Well, if she gets smart with somebody, you're supposed to step in and die. The husbands, anybody is available. They'll send their sons to defend them and get killed. They'll send their husbands to defend them and get killed. They'll send everybody in they'll use their male family members as shields, and they don't know who they're talking to. So they end up getting their whole family killed for no reason, and they just move on to the next black man. In the black community, it's okay to use black men as your cannon fodder and start trouble with everybody around. And then when these people die, you bring more people because there's an endless. They think it's an endless supply of black men to throw, to use as cannon fodder. Black women have a blank check with good men money to take care of thugs and players in them. So basically, the moment you date one of these women, the moment that you will have to take care of her and her side dick, her side dudes, her baby dad, her family, everybody else. That's her. That's your money. That's not your money no more. All the money that you saved up, you're gonna have to give to them. That's the deal of being pro-black. When you do, that's what they expect. They don't give you respect. They use you as a bank. Your good image has got you successful, but they're basically they got to do whatever they want for 20 years, whatever. And then now it's time. It's time to use a good man's resources for who they want. This is what they was so mad about when they was calling you dejected. Oh yeah, black this and black that. And I'm gonna get down to that list too. Your time is no longer yours. You work for black women and their kids and have no free time. So basically, whatever they want you to do, if it's outside of work, you have to pay attention to them, making them happy. You take care of the kids. You give them money to go shopping and sleep with other guys. And you give them money so they can give to the thugs that they used to deal with. Or they dealing with right now. So your wallet and everything you made for and everything you make is going to go to them and they thugs and their simps to pump the black community. And once your money is gone, they're going to throw you out and grab another guy. That's pro-black. Because, these people had, mind you, these people had 50 years to show that they wasn't full of shit. I'll give it to them. They had 20 years or 30 years to show they wasn't full of shit, starting with themselves. Why is it that every one of them comes to conclusion at the same age or after they messed up and went to jail that now they're pro-black and now they're new? But the people who didn't fuck up with their life, we did it the whole time. Yeah, we might have failed a couple times, but we didn't have no kids, we didn't sell no drugs, we didn't go to jail, we ain't go in drama, we ain't fuck around on our life for that long like they did. And all we wanted to be treated as regular people and what we want to be treated like, but somehow, some way, we can't be treated like that. We got to be treated like shit so we can support a whole bunch of people who don't respect you. So basically, you don't have no time. Male abuse is a pass for them, and it's fun. So in the black community, they will bring you to events to talk shit about you. They will laugh in your face and call you a loser, lame. They will call you corny and say that's basically to them corny is a redeeming. Corny means corny is positive now to them. And I'm gonna get down to that, them changing the rules and changing, words and stuff. So you get to be called corny, you call square, and you still have to look in them face and have to give them respect. They can call you lame, they can call you educated, they can throw little shots at you about, how you look or whatever. They can talk down to you, they can do anything they want based off what they want, because that's the black community. You can't say nothing back to them, but they get to make fun of you, telling you a loser, you're a lame. You get to be smacked around by women if you do the wrong thing. A bunch of thugs can punch you in the face or stab you because, that's the black community. This guy's more liked than you are. So, they can, smack you around. Black male abuse is basically is normalized in the black community with black women and black, the pro-black arena. So let's your kids are not yours. They are used for their causes, and if you fail, you get blamed. So I'm hearing this whole thing. I saw a couple people in chats that, even your boy Brian Solange decided to go pro-black, even though he's Mr. Sextile Marlboro Man. I don't know why the fuck this dude is even talking about relationships anymore if you're done with it. But, I already exposed him for who he was. Fake pro-black who don't want to do anything but try to judge people from afar. You're supposed to have this black family that look like you and trust her to raise your kid. And if, remember, the black community, the women are the leaders, and she get to suggest anything she wants. She could put your kid in some expensive clothes and spoil the kid and rotten the kid out. Or she get to have hip hop and, do all this different stuff and put black culture in your kid. You don't have no say in it, right? Then, you got to listen to them say certain things out their mouth, curse in front of your kid. As long as it's black and got the so-called black features, it's okay that they can do what they say, ruin your kid. And then when your kid turn out the wrong way, even though they are supposed to be the so-called leaders, remember, they don't care about black male fathers. That's why they do so much to disparage black men. Because if they did care about men in general, black men in general, they wouldn't be talking about abort black babies or say this about black men and this and this. And some of them have black boys and they're sitting there talking shit talking trash about black men. When one day their kids gonna become black men. But hey, they don't know what that optics look like. So you're supposed to have kids with them, and you're supposed to let them get your kid into anything and everything. Sacrifice your son to a black woman that he don't like, or listen to hip hop music, or to look up to a former drug dealer or anything like that. And then when your kid goes to jail, you get blamed for it. So they get to make you have a kid. Remember your black features, and then kick you out the house and then try to put you through a whole bunch of bullshit. The fight to see your own kid while you go broke. At the same time, they get to become this superwoman, being this independent superwoman single mom. So they get to play both sides without having no accountability. You take orders from black women. They're simps. And if you die of exhaustion, they don't care. They will just replace you. So basically, in the black community, you're supposed to work until you die. Your whole life, when you enter this pro-black stuff in the black community, is to do and keep doing. Remember, a few years ago, Sub-Zero, that lame dude, decided to say, well, you're supposed to take care of the community with nothing. You don't supposed to ask nothing back. So basically, that's kind of like a slave. So what they want is slaves, and the simps want you to work hard, and then you're being told that, hey, you want to get a little reward. So they want their own new plantation slavery, but they want to use black men. Good black men. Black women will make you sleep with their trans and bisexual men for entertainment. Now, there's a reason why they're friends with. There's a reason why. Let me tell you a secret. There's a reason why they're friends with gay black men and bisexual black men and transgender. Is because they get their husbands to sleep with their gay best friends, and they get their husbands and boyfriends to sleep with transgenders, and they get their any kind of men, good men, they get these guys to sleep with the other side so they can have something on them. And then they so-called quote unquote turn them out, and then they expose them when something bad happens. It's all the same control, but they want to act like just Pearly Things is the only one doing that. Trust me, I seen the hacker days. Trust me, I seen what these motherfuckers do behind the scenes, especially these pro-black motherfuckers. You will sleep with lonely women. So basically, if you're a good black man single, not only will you don't have no time for yourself, you have to sleep with women that you're so unattractive. This was the whole point of trying to tell you that you're a leftover man. This is the whole point of trying to shame you into staying here. Because they want you to be so desperate that you would take anything and everything. And as soon as you sleep with an ugly, overweight, fat woman, unattractive woman, they will praise you because you're with a black woman. Even though you're unhappy and you're sexually unsatisfied. But you're supposed to be a sexual slave to the leftover women that they have accumulated over the past decade, 40 years, 50 years. It's your job to have sex with 80-year-old women, 90-year-old women. It's your job to have sex with 500-pound women, women with AIDS or whatever, right? Ratchet behavior is allowed. These same good women will listen to Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, shake their ass in the middle of the street, and they would do anything and everything for attention, right? They can do anything they want, and you can't. That's the thing. Ratchet behavior is allowed. They don't care if the kids are around. They don't care about looking to a certain group. It's about their fun, and everything that's ratchet is considered fun. Oh yeah, we're having fun. Ratchet behavior. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. Ratchet behavior is a fun thing for them. And you can't call it out because remember, you can't call them out. They can call you out. Black women's past. Oops, my bad. Here, let me see. Black women's past actions are forgiven. Black men's actions are always remembered, depending on the men. So, if you're a good guy, whatever you said will be brought up, and they will judge you for it. If it's a thug criminal or somebody they find funny and likable, they will let that person pass and do whatever they want. But a woman can stab and kill a black man, it'd be okay because you have to marry her, even though she killed somebody. Or she slept with all these thugs and players and got a whole bunch of 1,000 kids. Guess what? Forget her past. She's good now. She's in the church. She's changed. It's a reform thing of them. Basically, they can be out here robbing and stabbing people and doing whatever they want 1 week, and then they come to these pro-black and say, I'm a pro-black now, I'm good now, and you supposed to believe her. Supposed to believe supposed to believe them. That's how black. This is how pro-black and black community works. You will always be around criminals and hustlers. So the community don't leave nobody behind. So you have to realize that these people are going to constantly keep around robbers, keep around killers, keep around drug dealers, keep around the wrong people. That's why the black community is filled with, all this degenerate behavior and all this other stuff. Is because, well, they don't really get rid of them because they, these women, remember, these women are the leaders. These dudes tell these women what they want to hear, so they keep them around. And they think less of good men because, well, they're told that good men are disposable, right? The criminals and the thugs and the players and all of them, those are guys they high ranking. They high ranking in the black community. When they need a good man for their image, they will use you or use whoever, and then act like, and then basically after the cameras turn off or after the pictures taken, that dude goes and ram your girlfriend or your wife. Good black men are looked at as second class and slaves for the black community to use and throw away. So I basically said that. That's what I said right there. You have to make black women happy every day. Black men are told that's their job, but men are not treated good. So that means that constantly you are told that it's your job to make a woman smile every day. Happiness. It's not your happiness. This is why you got women on here who are married, who are out of pocket, acting the way they act, and then you see them on 5, 3, 4 hour live streams talking, acting like there's some kind of, whatever they are. It's 24 hours in a day, and then they posting videos. And it's like, if you got a husband, I would be pissed off that my wife is doing so much and not spending time with me and doing this. But I forgot, in the black community, the man is busy doing something else because that's what the woman ordered to do, so she can do whatever she wants. As in the pro-black community, you have to give all these women 100 compliments a day. You can't miss out. You can't miss out calling them a queen. You can't miss out calling them the most beautiful woman in the world. You can't miss out. You gotta keep calling them. You gotta keep giving them this praise. Oh yeah, you're the queen. You're the best woman in the world. We have to look like each other. Oh my God, black women know your struggle. Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Right? You are treated differently based off your dick size, looks, height, and how you dressed. So let me tell you, this is how the black community works. You are not treated like a person unless you are attractive to black women. And not only that, you, based off your dick size, you don't get access to women. Um, you're told you're a monk and you'll be a cuck, and they will bring you in a room and have you sitting in the corner while a guy with a bigger penis is banging your wife. And you're supposed to take care of both of these guys. And he's gonna tell you to go out and order some food for them. That's the black community. I don't see none of these men. I don't see none of these women praising their husbands. I don't see none of them giving them a day. I don't see none of them doing any of that. They hide their husbands. And they're on here doing anything. You have to be a fashion show every day. So that means that you are not allowed to dress. You have to dress how they want you to dress. Because black people can't look bummy, right? While white people can look bummy and Asian people could look kind of crazy, whatever, and everybody else could look kind of normal and dress the way they want. Is about their productivity. But these motherfuckers think that black people must be in the fashion show all the time. But hey, that's the black community. That's pro-black. Um, Black women. Oh no, wait. You 22. You can't like video games, anime, and different music. You have to only like what black people make if you are a man. But the woman can do, say, listen to anything they want and buy anything they want. So you have to be locked in looking at black shows. You have to be locked in looking at anything. Black men can't do anything that's white, Asian, or anything else. But they can watch anime and do anything they want. It's a one-sided deal. So one pro-black, that's what it means. You're a coon if you listen to Japanese music. You're a coon if you like other races actress. No, you gotta like that black woman right there. You gotta think she's attractive. Black women could date other races of men and be pro-black. Men can't. We already know that. Black women can kill black men and get support. Basically, black women can go after young teen boys and get away with it. Basically, a lot of these women knew of women who went after younger boys and they never said anything. That's the secret. Is to let these women do whatever they want and do the most disturbing things. It's to control the next generation. Your job is to die for the community or end up paralyzed and nobody looks out for you and just moves on and pick a new person. So there's plenty of guys that I see, that I know of, or knew of, that are in wheelchairs based off them rescuing black women. Now, these same black women will go back online and say black men don't protect us. Saw it happen up close. Being pro-black means good black men should never be happy. You watch everyone else be happy. It's your job to serve. So, as good men, your job is to serve them and them only. You're not allowed to be happy. You're not allowed to smile. You're not allowed to do anything unless it makes them happy. And it makes their thug players, simp ass niggas, happy. So, other men can have sex with your wife and you have to be married to that woman. So basically, this is a cut culture that these women are practicing where, you know, they get to sleep with everybody else and you just sit there and with your penis in your hand and stroking it to her getting pleasure, right? Being pro-black means as a good man you will end up in sexless marriages and have to cook your own food. So there's plenty of men out here with these fake ass good so-called women that they end up having to cook, clean, and fight just for good treatment. And a lot of these men are in sexless marriages. Ask any of these so-called good black men who somehow with these wives, if they wanted three times a day from their wife, 3 times the sex a day from their wife, could they get it? And I'm talking about just for a week. I bet you they couldn't. A lot of these dudes will try to promote these so-called good black women as these women that, oh yeah, man, these women are so cool and, you know, they're the best, they're this and that. And then eventually it comes out that this woman gave him hell and gave him shit. But hey, somehow, some way, you're supposed to put yourself through that bullshit, right? So, let's see. You have no peace. Well, when you're around these people, loud music, arrogant mouth, talking loud, smacking, you don't have you know being around ratchet behavior. It's a norm. You don't get any peace when you're around these people, and it's a norm. It's normalized. So there you go. You are told to sleep with women who have AIDS and HIV or any STD because you are a slave to the black community. So they practice leave no woman behind. So if you're a single man and you never dated anybody, your job is to sleep with your job is to sleep with um your job is to sleep with these women to make them happy. Don't matter if you don't matter if you don't have diseases. You're supposed to get the disease because, well, like Super Size said, they got medicine for it. So 9 times out of 10, they want you to put yourself in bad health in order to make these women happy. That's not my words. That's what they suggest online. This is not me saying it's making it up. You can go in chats. You can go into the comment section. You can see that these people, they don't see anything else but using men as tools or whatever. And you're not allowed to be happy unless they're happy or whatever, right? It's not. I am not gonna sit here and over exaggerate it. I can show you comments and I can show you what they say, the things they say, how arrogant they are. I don't have to make it up. They really wouldn't put a man's life in danger, his health in danger in order to make a woman happy. They will really do that. It's in that ins and buts about it. They will do that shit. They will literally do that. You can't put it past these people. Good black men have no voice and have to act the way black women want them to. So this is a trend with them, is that the Just Pearly things kind of showed you this kind of shit where they can basically tell you what to do and who to hang out with. And if somebody says something wrong, they tell you to disassociate with them. But they get to associate with whoever they want to associate with. Even if the person says kill black babies or whatever, they don't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They just, they just it's all about them. And that's the pro black community bullshit. That's the pro black community bullshit that they will put on you and tell you that you need to do and this and this and that, like I said before. And that's about it, man. That's not it. That's about it to this right here. Rules that change when black women say so. No stable rules or regulations. So when these people talk about rules, or how can I put it? When they talk about things like when they talk about codes, 9 times out of 10, they're not talking about codes that they're gonna upheld. They're talking about codes that everybody else is supposed to upheld, and they change it. Their rules change with their feelings. So basically, they can associate with women who treat men like shit, but say that's their friend and they have nothing to do with it. They can associate with people who dox people and do all this stuff because they're just watching it. I'm always reminder how women really are. When they can go and listen to a guy and say that guy is funny, but he talks bad about another group of men, and that woman don't call that person out. But when I see other races of women do it, and that's what makes me love other races more than so-called black women, is because these women, Asian women, Latinos, even whites, will be despised. They would despise someone who talk about somebody like their husband. Oh yeah, these guys are incels and this and this and that. She would disassociate herself with them. Like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not listening to this person. You disrespect my husband. That's like, you disrespect my husband. They take that shit personally. They won't hear no jokes about their husbands. Enough of that. But hey, you got women coming back and forth, going over and watching, Super Sly and watching the Nika Marie and all that, and then they come over to the black so-called good black men and say, hey, I don't agree with them people, but I watch both of you. Other races of women really do stay on so-called cold. You make fun of their husbands, 9 times out of 10 you're an enemy. You make fun of somebody who is like their brother, like their uncles, like anybody in their family, you're an enemy. That's one I think I respect about them. But hey, these are the women who got so-called good husbands, but they listen to the fucked up guys on here. Anything can be done to you as long as it's black people. So it's the trend of, we don't care about black crime. We just care about if white people do crime to black people. It's a trend for that. They won't say anything to black life. They won't say anything to black crime. They won't try to change it. They won't talk about stories about it. But they'll go around talking about just pearly things and this and this and that, right? So this is all what you have to deal with when it comes down to the so-called black community. This is what you deal with the black community. This is the deal. This is the deal with black community. This is the deal you take when you become a pro-black or join the black community. Do you want to take this deal, man?